Like I've done on a lot of my projects here recently, I have a cut list here, and I made a few notes here at the bottom. First thing I'm gonna do is cut all my lumber to the final length from this project. It's gonna be cut out of these treated lumber. I decided to go with the treated lumber. Back to what I was saying, I'm not going to cut all my lumber. I'm going to start with the longest one, which is the 48-inch pieces for the base. Cut both of those out of this. To do this whole project, you only need 5 boards. I'll have a list of everything you need if you decide to go buy this at Home Depot, and I'll put even the prices that I paid for the stuff that I bought. So like I said, we'll get to the miter saw and make all these cuts. Next, we're going to skip the 28s and go to the 24s and cut all 4 of these. Now we'll cut the 28-inch ones. Now we're going to cut the 3 10-inch pieces. And these do not have to be exact. I did set up a stop block to help me out, but these don't have to be exact because they're just spacers. And now we'll move our stop block and cut the 7-inch pieces. And if you've bought lumber like this before, you know that your pieces are not always the same length. As you can see, that's the difference between 2 non-cut boards. I got them lined up down here on the end. I clamped them in place. And so I'm going to cut these to 120 to get my final length for these. So what I've done to help speed up this process of assembling this is on my spacers I put 2 screws in here. I've got them started. I'm going to throw some Titebond wood glue number 3 on there. Leave comments below and tell me whether you think that using wood glue along with screws on this outside project is worth it or not. But either way, I'm going to go ahead and use this to glue all the joints together. But since it's kind of windy and noisy outside, I'm letting you guys know this inside. I'm going to try to do voiceover, but in case I don't remember, at least I have this here. And so what I'm doing here, as you can see, I put the glue down, and now I'm going to attach these 5 inches from each end. So it'll go from 5 to 15 is where the spacer will be at, and then 5 inches on each side of the dead center of the middle. Now here you can see I'm lining up the opposite side, and now I'm going to screw it to the middle braces as well. Again, just using my square to make sure this is lined up in a good spot, and then just screwing it in place. Now that that's done, I'm going to do my best to keep this squared and straight at a right angle and drill all the way through this. I just got this little sleeve from the plumbing section at Home Depot, and my bolt will slide right through that, so I'm going to drive this in. My bolt slides through with no problem. Now I need to drill holes in the uprights to hold the seesaw part in place. And I don't actually correct this, but these are actually the wrong boards I'm drilling. I'll drill the correct ones off camera. Now I'm going to add some glue. This is some spacers that'll go at the bottom of the bracket or the uprights to hold this in place. And this is just to hold it until I get screws in it and let the glue dry. Here I'm adding more glue, and then I'm going to screw this in place here at the bottom of the uprights. And you can see I have now drilled the correct uprights. These brad nails are just to hold it until I can put screws in it. And there I go. Time to screw this thing in place. Now we're going to go ahead and add the bracing to the bottom to hold this thing and keep it from tipping over. Just simply screwing this in place. I did not add glue on any of this actual bottom base in case it starts to rot or something one day. That way I'll just take the screws out to take it apart. You can see barely there's 2 clamps there in the center to hold this against the uprights tightly. And then I'm taking the clamps off. I'm going to add a couple more screws. Here I'm just cutting little angles on each of the 4 corners of the seat. This is just to keep it from being a square end. And now I'm going to round it over here at the disc and belt sander. Again, this is just to kind of add a rounded effect to the seat. And now I'm going to go ahead and attach the seat to the seesaw. We're going to put these type of handles on. I think this would work best for our circumstances. There are some wooden ones you can make that would be probably cheaper, I don't know. These were like $6 a piece. And I'm going to put them at an angle on here. If this doesn't work out very well, then I'll go back and move them later. So as you can see, the seesaw is finished up behind us and they are loving it right now, as you can see. So this project, I would say, give it 2 thumbs up as for execution and for enjoyment. So they're definitely enjoying it. If this happens to be your first video, make sure you click that subscribe button down there at the bottom. That'll let you see, be up to date with more videos like this I have coming out. And make sure you click that bell so you get all the notifications for everything on my channel. You can also find me on Instagram. I have posts that I post there every week or a couple weeks or something like that, so go and check those out as well. Thanks again for watching, and as always, y'all will see me next time.